All right, let's jump right in. Look, our world today is being shaped by two absolutely massive forces: the incredible speed of AI development and the fact that we're all connected globally like never before. And frankly, this is posing a huge challenge for education as we know it.
So it really makes you wonder, right? Are the learning theories we've relied on for so long, pedagogy for kids, andragogy for adults, are they actually up to the task in this new world? Or could it be that we're missing a really important piece of the puzzle?
Well, there's a new idea on the table, a potential way to fill that gap. It's a framework called Cosmogogy. And I gotta tell you, it's not just some minor update. It's a pretty fundamental shift in how we think about learning itself.
At its heart, the idea is actually super simple. Let's just break the word down. Cosmos is Greek for world, and agogy means to lead or teach. So put them together, and cosmogogy literally means a world-led way of learning. Simple as that.
And this right here, this is the core idea. For so long, education has been about learning about the world, from inside a classroom. Cosmogogy flips that. It says we should be learning with the world, actually collaborating with people, with AI, and with real global problems to create knowledge together.
So you might be asking, how does that even work in practice? Well, it's all built around what the framework calls a dynamic learning ecosystem. Let me show you what that looks like.
Okay, so here it is. This is the cosmogogy ecosystem. You can see it's got three main parts that overlap: the human, the AI, and the world. The most important thing to get is that these aren't separate boxes. They're constantly influencing and interacting with each other.
So, let's start with the human part. This is not about a student just sitting there and absorbing facts. No way. In this model, the learner is an active driving force. They're self-directed, they're creative, and really importantly, they're making ethical choices about what and how they learn.
Then you've got the AI domain, and this is a huge deal. The AI isn't just a tool, it's not just a fancy calculator. It's framed as a genuine learning partner, almost like a collaborative buddy that can help us do more, create personalized learning paths, and make our collaborations even better.
And finally, we have the world domain. This is where the world stops being a subject in a textbook and becomes an active participant in our learning. We're talking about diving into real-world problems, tackling actual global challenges, and doing it all for authentic audiences, not just for a grade.
And this is where the magic really happens, in the interactions between them. You have this human-AI partnership where we can co-create amazing things. You have the human-world connection that builds global citizenship, and the AI-world interface brings in real-time data. It becomes this living, breathing system of learning.
Okay, so that's the system, but what kind of person thrives in an ecosystem like this? Well, it takes a whole new mindset. It's about learning to think like a global collaborator.
This mindset is really built on 4 key pillars that all support each other. So let's quickly break down what each of these means. First up, there's connection, and this is more than just networking. It's about intentionally building real, working relationships with diverse people all over the planet. Essentially, you're turning the entire world into your classroom and your team. Next, we have openness. This is all about the willingness to step outside the textbook and accept that knowledge can come from anywhere and from anyone. It means being truly receptive to different viewpoints and totally new ways of thinking.
The third pillar is autonomy. This is about you taking the driver's seat in your own education. It means being resilient enough to take some risks and having the freedom to be agile and flexible when you're tackling those really complex problems. And finally, we have innovation. And this goes beyond just having a good idea. It's about becoming an architect of learning itself, actively designing new ways for people to collaborate, and building completely new approaches to solving problems.
Okay, I know, this is a lot. It's a whole new framework, a new ecosystem, a new mindset. Which leads us to the most important question of all, the big so what. Why on earth does any of this matter right now? Now, to be super clear, cosmogogy isn't saying we should throw out all the old theories. Not at all. What it is saying is that our modern world, with AI everywhere, demands something more. It demands a framework that puts ethical human-AI collaboration right at the very heart of how we learn.
This table makes the difference so obvious. Just look at the role of AI. In most other frameworks, AI is either a tool or just not there at all. In cosmogogy, it's a collaborative partner. And look at world engagement. It goes from being abstract or classroom-focused to tackling real global challenges head-on. That's the game changer.
So what's the end game? What's the whole point of this? It's about cultivating a new generation of leaders,
People who can tackle the world's biggest, messiest problems by blending the best of human wisdom, the power of AI, and direct engagement with the world. And that leaves us with a really critical question for the future, a challenge that this whole ecosystem is built to address. As we move forward, how do we find that perfect balance? How do we hold on to our human agency, our creativity, our ethics, while also taking full advantage of the incredible power that AI offers? That's the question we all need to start thinking about.